Hey, just as a reminder, this is not like what our content usually is. It's really just board smashing things. We're just starting like a little, you know, the playing game series. Anyway, bye. So I start out by making the stupid decision of my life and doing hardcore mode. Afterwards, we go do this very boring cutscene that I don't really care about. I was on the verge of skipping almost the entire thing, but I decided it would make a really good segment of this video, so I didn't skip it. And then we got into the what this really is, and it's Resident Evil 3. After that cutscene, we then still are in the same cutscene, except this time we see somebody's Amazon package that is probably a highly illegal explosive getting shipped into a helicopter. Now we awake in what seems to be like a dream. Now, while recording, I thought that this might have been an indie game that I accidentally downloaded, but no, it's Resident Evil 3. This entire sequence thing was a little stupid, out of a personal opinion. They really didn't need to add this, but I mean, they did it anyway. Anyway, as you can see, we look into the sink. Oh my god, we're turning into a zombie. The character then freaks out, and like, I thought this would look really funny in 2x speed, so that's what we did. Yay. We wake up from that dream to what appears to be us not doing our homework that is probably due the day after. So, then this stuff happens.
Hello?
Jill, are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Listen, you gotta get out of there.
What are you talking about?
I don't have time to explain. You gotta get out of there right now.
Alright, let me go.
Anyway, some guy goes through our wall trying to be a trespasser, and we try to kill him. Instead, we get beat up, and now we have to start running. This segment was interesting, and it was very fun and scary to play through. You jump through windows, and you go through kind of just this entire little apartment building, while trying to escape this Mr. X looking guy. You keep on going, you think you're gonna make it here, you think you're gonna make it there. Instead, you end up having this happening. Go! After getting away, we get an achievement. I was really happy by that. Anyway, we follow this guy who I guess is our friend, and that guy leads us to our first encounter with these things.
How could this many people be infected? Brad! Here they come!
In here!
After that, we get our first encounter with zombies. I know, main point of this Resident Evil game. I die once and almost rage quit because I shouldn't have put that on hardcore mode. Anyway, we load back in, and we finally learn how to avoid zombies, and go!
Door behind you, go!
After that, our little friend gets bit by a zombie, and instead of helping him, we take his knife, stab the zombie, and then we just don't save him. We run, because that's what every single police officer should do. Run. Anyway, so we take this person's gun. Well, it's really just a zombie's gun, but what are they gonna do with it? After that little encounter with our friend dying and us grabbing the gun, we go through zombie-infested, I believe to be Raccoon City, and we run away from zombies, which I like because it shows how it's kind of slowly becoming more zombie-infested. After going through a bunch of obstacles and stuff, this happens.
Down there! Get to the parking garage roof!
Yeah, I can do that.
Got it. Sir, are you alright?
Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Hey, come on. There's a helicopter. helicopter waiting to take you to safety.
What safety? I'm not going out there!
The parking garage isn't far. I can
The only safe place is in here!
After that guy basically ignoring us, we run through, again, the same zombie-infested Raccoon City, but you see that there's more zombies. We also spot, what is it? The parking garage. Once we get out of this little crawl space thing, we start heading towards the parking garage, and this scene plays out. Oh.
Shit!
After this little encounter and me getting bit, I make it to the elevator, which this part kind of freaked me out. Flashbacks from Resident Evil 8 when the baby tries to go into the elevator. But at least in this game, you're actually safe. Yay? We leave the elevator to see the guy who was trying to help us flying right above us. We start heading towards the helicopter, and then this happens. After the explosion, we get another encounter who I've just remembered is named Nemesis. Upon seeing Nemesis, we immediately hijack a dead man's car and try to start it within 3 times, which we don't fail miserably. We actually start it within 3 times, as you see here. Once we start it, we immediately go into drive, and this happens. Yeah! Oh. After that interesting encounter, we wake up, of course, still in the wrecked car, and as you can see, Nemesis wakes up. We try to get out of the car, and we're very slow. We start running, then this guy saves us.
Hey! Fuckface! Hey, easy, lady. I got you.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Name's Carlos, and I'm saving you.
So, Carlos is somebody who works for the Umbrella Corporation, which I found out pretty quickly upon seeing the logo that's very clearly displayed upon his t-shirt. Carlos decides to help us because, just like somebody who started the entire apocalypse in the first place should, in their at least sort of right minds, should be helping civilians get to safety. And that's exactly what he's doing. Carlos leads us down to this subway station, and yeah, that's kind of all he does. He's not that useful as a character, but he shows us shelter, which I guess could be justified as good. Once we're in the shelter, this captain person basically tells us that we could maybe stop the virus or something like that. And he basically knows everything about us somehow. He knows that our last name is Valentine, and basically he's kind of weird. I don't like him, and I think he got bit. So basically, after he kind of tells you what's going on, he like he tells you that there's 100,000 undead citizens, and then Carlos tells you, oh hey, go get weapons in ground level. So that's what you do. Upon making it to ground level, the game kind of teaches you some, stuff about the game. First things first, it shows you how to craft and also shows you how to manage your inventory. You also get to break your first crate in the game, which I'm calling the greatest thing ever, and you combine green herbs and red herbs. And then something after this that's beautiful shows up. Something you'll be using for the rest of your life. The typewriter. It basically shows you how to save the game and what you'll be using to save for the rest of the game, which I think is pretty cool. We then leave the subway station and go back into zombie-infested Raccoon City, which it's already become like my least favorite part of this entire game. And I died multiple times on this one segment. Also, just really trying to figure out what to do. This game I don't recommend whatsoever on hardcore mode. But after figuring out how to kind of go around the zombies and also messing with the settings a little bit, I make it to this shop called Toy Uncle. Upon making it to Toy Uncle, I walk around and this cutscene plays out.
Carlos, I've reached the main avenue. Which way do I go?
See a big transmission tower? That's the substation. You'll have to circle around through an alley to your right to get there.
You mean the alley that's on fire?
Maybe. Surely a tall drink of water like yourself can put out a few flames.
Fuck you.
Now we need to find a hose to connect to a fire hydrant, which actually took a pretty long time. I died a lot, and trying to figure out how to get through all of this was fun and also not fun at the same time. It was very confusing and very, very, when I say very, I mean like really, really scary. Can't forget that with the Resident Evil remasters, the developers decided to go for something more of a horror game. A great example of that would be Resident Evil 4's remake. It actually is a really good game, but we're getting off track. After searching everywhere, I finally find the hose. After getting the hose, we do something that not a lot of Resident Evil games have been doing, and that's instead of backtracking to go to the fire hydrant, we actually go forward, and this time there's a gate that's blocked off, but we don't have anything to cut it with, and then we die, and I end the recording. This time, I don't have a proper outro besides saying maybe like around, say, the week after next week, I'll probably have a part 2 up on YouTube. But for now, this is all the Resident Evil content that we are going to be giving out. Have a great day. Goodbye.